What's your choice of late summer fruits, pears or apples? For some, it's a toss-up, and the good news is Marguerite Henderson isn't making us choose. She's tempting us today with two delicious fall desserts. I was just saying, we've played up the peaches the last couple of weeks. Let's move into pears. What are we making?
Okay, so it's pear season and it's apple season, so they coincide. So we're making a pear dish. It's called a Pear Frangipane Tart.
Frangipane.
Okay, so it has an almond base. That's what it basically means, almonds and eggs and a little bit of sugar. So I'm using a tart pan. This is a 10-inch removable bottom, it's 9-inch, removable bottom tart pan. You can do it in a pie pan, but then it's a pie and not a tart.
And we want a tart. We want a pear tart.
I want a tart.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So, oops, sorry.
The belly gets in the way some days. You're fine. I'm a cuddler too. That doesn't help. Okay.
Okay. So let's finish the slicing. This is what makes it so special.
What kind of pears are you using?
These are Bartlett's.
Okay.
All right. So they're little baby. You can use baby Bartlett's. You can use a medium-sized Bartlett. So I'm using 4. So we have 8 different segments, so it serves 8.
I'm just going to scoot these so we can see what you're doing. Is that okay?
Yeah. Okay. Cut your pear. Take off the top and the bottom. Scoop out the core.
Okay.
Okay, and then with your knife, what you want to do is cut through. You don't want to leave it halfway. You want to cut through, and then with your hand, you press it down, so you're fanning it out. You take your knife and you run it underneath, and you place it in your tart, okay?
Got it.
All right.
Got it.
All right, so you're doing that 8 times.
Okay.
With 8 halves. And
do you trust me to do this?
Sure. Okay, here.
She hesitated.
Let me just cut off the ends for you.
Okay.
And then, okay.
All right, while I'm doing this, tell us what goes on top.
Okay, so here we go. So we have 3 eggs, half a cup of sugar goes in here. And then I'm using some spices, and the spices are a little ginger.
Reaching.
Yeah, you're doing good.
Okay. Ginger goes in?
All right, a little ginger. This, the spices fall. A little bit of nutmeg, a little bit of cinnamon, and a little bit of almond extract.
Oh my gosh, you're hitting all the high notes.
Almond extract, all right. And then the juice of a lemon. And I have my handy dandy little juicers here.
And this drizzles on top.
This makes your life so much easier. And yeah, so it goes right on top of the tart.
Okay.
Oops.
I got some.
Got it?
I feel good about it.
Okay, now don't forget the almonds. So I'm using almond meal, which is finely ground up almonds that you don't have to put in your Cuisinart or in your blender.
Smells heavenly.
So it's almonds. This makes the custard.
Okay, custard goes on top. And what are our baking instructions?
Okay, bake at 350 for about 35 to 45 minutes, depending on the depth of your tart pan.
It looks amazing.
And that's what, honest to gosh, you can have a professional looking tart coming out. So I'm going to put this in the tart when we're done with the segment.
Okay,
and
all
so
right.
That's it. That's all.
That belongs in a bakery window. 1 minute left. Give us a little dessert idea with the apples.
Also, you can make those with apples. If you don't like pears, you can do it with apples. Okay, so here's the apple. So these are also a locally grown apple. It's called a cane, A-K-A-N-E. I'd never heard of them before.
Okay.
But they're tart and they're perfect for cooking like this. So this is the apple caramel sauce we're making, right?
Yes.
So in there, butter.
All
right, now we need to make the caramel, so we're going to put in brown sugar.
There it goes.
And then...
Is that orange?
An orange.
A little bit of citrus.
Orange. You got to get the citrus.
Oh, Marguerite.
Okay.
The kitchen just smells like heaven today.
I know,
it really
doesn't
does.
It smell like fall?
You cook this down, and then what would you serve it over?
Okay, so it ends up to be something like that. So that cooked about 20 minutes. We don't have 20 minutes to cook it. But let it, cook down until it caramelizes. And this, now you could serve these apples with ice cream on top of the tart.
Oh my gosh, now things just got good.
I know. You can, you could serve it just over ice cream.
Love it.
I just love it.
Oh my gosh.
Just eat it like that.
We're going to stare for a minute and then we're going to dive in because this looks too delectable to not. Where can we get more of your recipes?
Well, you could get my cookbooks at Amazon.com, MargueriteHenderson.com, or you could follow me on Instagram, and I put a lot of recipes and photographs on Instagram. Marguerite H100 on Instagram.
She's who you want to be cooking with in the kitchen. Thank you so much.
Thank you.